How can a person fall from the sky and still live? Not from a tree, not from a house, from 2 miles above the earth. With no parachute. It sounds impossible, but it really happened. A 17-year-old girl is falling. The wind roars around her, and far below, the jungle waits. She is still strapped to her airplane seat. But the airplane is gone. It broke apart high in the sky. Her name is Julianne Koepke. She is 17 years old. There were 92 people on the plane. 91 did not survive. Only Julianne survived. But this is not the story of how she fell. It is the story of how she survived. Welcome to Lull English. This is a slow English story designed to help you learn naturally. Take your time, relax, and simply enjoy the story. Before we begin, here are 3 simple rules. Rule number 1. Do not try to understand every single word. Just follow the story and keep listening. Your brain will understand more than you expect. Rule number 2. Use the pictures to help you understand the meaning. If you hear a new word, don't stop the video. Keep listening and try to understand it from the story. Rule number 3. Watch the story again tomorrow. The first time you listen. The second time you notice more words. The third time, English starts to feel natural. Now, let's begin today's story. It is December 24th, 1971. It is Christmas Eve. Julianne Koepke is in Peru, a country in South America. Yesterday, she finished high school. She is excited because she is going home for Christmas. She travels to the airport with her mother, Maria. But there's a problem. Every flight is full. Every seat has already been taken. When every seat is taken, we say the flight is booked. Only one flight still has empty seats. It belongs to an airline called LANSA. Julianne's father does not trust this airline. He believes it is not safe. But they have no other choice. So Julianne and her mother board the plane. Neither of them knows that this decision will change their lives forever. The plane takes off without any problems. Julianne is sitting beside the window. Everything feels calm and normal. Then the weather suddenly changes. Dark clouds cover the sky. Heavy rain begins to fall. Strong winds shake the airplane. The shaking becomes stronger every minute. People begin to look frightened. Bags fall from the overhead compartments. Julianne looks at her mother. Her mother is still calm. Then she looks out of the window. A bright flash lights up the sky. It is lightning. Lightning is the bright electrical flash you see during a storm. A moment later, the lightning strikes the airplane. Her mother quietly says, "Now it is all over." Those are the last words Julianne ever hears from her mother. The airplane breaks apart high in the sky. not on the ground, in the air, more than 2 miles above the jungle. Suddenly, everything becomes quiet. Julianne is no longer inside the airplane. She is falling through the open sky while still strapped to her seat. She spins faster and faster as she falls. Far below, she can see the tops of the trees. Later, she said they looked like small pieces of broccoli. Then she loses consciousness. To lose consciousness means to stop being awake. Everything turns black. How could anyone survive a fall like this? It seems impossible. But Julianne is about to wake up. Julianne slowly opens her eyes. She is lying on the jungle floor. She is alone. And somehow she is still alive. No one knows exactly why she survived. Perhaps the seat slowed her fall. Perhaps the strong wind helped her. Or perhaps the thick trees protected her. She has a broken collarbone. She has a deep cut on her arm. One eye is swollen shut. She is wearing only one shoe. Her glasses are gone. Without them, everything looks blurry. Blurry means not clear and difficult to see. She calls for her mother.
Mama.
No one answers. She is completely alone in the Amazon jungle. Julianne is hurt and confused. Then she remembers something her father once taught her. He always said, "If you are ever lost in the jungle, find water and follow it." Small streams lead to bigger rivers. And bigger rivers lead to people. Julianne finds a small stream and begins to follow it. A stream is a very small river. She walks slowly, one step at a time. She has almost nothing to eat. She finds only a small bag of sweets from the crash. That is all the food she has for the next 11 days. Could you survive like that? The jungle is full of danger. There are snakes. There are insects everywhere. Some animals hide beneath the water. During the day, the sun is very hot. At night, the jungle becomes cold and dark. Julianne walks in the middle of the stream because it is safer than walking on land. Day after day, she becomes weaker. She is hungry. She is tired. But she keeps moving. Then she notices something terrible. The wound on her arm is filled with tiny insects. A wound is a cut or injury on the body. She knows she must find help soon. But there is no one nearby. It is now the 10th day. Julianne is exhausted. She has almost no energy left. Every step feels harder than the last one. Then she sees something in the distance. A small boat is resting beside the river. Where there is a boat, there are usually people. Nearby, she finds a small wooden hut. A hut is a small and simple house. She slowly walks inside. The hut is empty, but she finds a container of fuel. She remembers something her father once did. He used fuel to clean an infected wound on an animal. Julianne decides to do the same. She carefully pours the fuel onto her injured arm. It hurts badly, but the tiny insects begin to come out of the wound. Finally, she lies down inside the hut and waits. Will someone come? The next morning, Julianne wakes up. Then she hears voices outside. Real human voices. 3 local forest workers arrive at the hut. When they see Julianne, they cannot believe their eyes. A young girl is sitting alone in the middle of the jungle. She is weak. She is injured, but she is alive. Everyone believed that no one had survived the airplane crash. The search had already ended. Then Julianne quietly says, "I am Julianne. I was on the airplane." The men immediately help her. They clean her wounds. They give her food and water. The following day, they take her safely out of the jungle. After 11 long days, Julianne is finally safe. Julianne survived the crash. But this story also has great sadness. There were 92 people on the airplane. Only one person survived. Julianne's mother did not survive the accident. For many years, Julianne often asked herself one question: why did I survive? As she grew older, she chose not to let tragedy define her life. She became a biologist, just like her parents. She returned to the Amazon rainforest many times. She helped scientists understand and protect the jungle she once struggled to survive. At 17 years old, she fell from the sky. She survived 11 days alone in the Amazon rainforest. And she lived to tell the world her story. This is the true story of Julianne Coepke, the girl who fell from the sky. Now, let's review today's vocabulary. Listen carefully and repeat after me if you can. Number 1.
Booked.
Booked means every seat is already taken. All the flights were booked before Christmas. Number 2. Lightning. Lightning is the bright flash you see during a storm. Lightning struck the airplane. Number 3. Lose consciousness. To lose consciousness means to stop being awake. Julianne lost consciousness during the fall. Number 4.
Blurry.
Blurry means not clear and difficult to see. Without her glasses, everything looked blurry. Number 5. Stream. A stream is a very small river. She followed the stream through the jungle. Number 6.
Wound.
A wound is a cut or injury on the body. She cleaned the wound on her arm. Number 7.
Hut.
A hut is a small and simple house. She rested inside a small hut. Number 8. Survivor. A survivor is a person who stays alive after a dangerous event. Julianne was the only survivor of the crash. Excellent work today. Now, let's listen to the story one more time. This time, listen slowly and relax. Do not worry if you miss a word. Just enjoy the English. It was Christmas Eve in 1971. A 17-year-old girl named Julianne boarded an airplane with her mother. Soon, the airplane flew into a powerful storm. Lightning struck the airplane. The airplane broke apart high above the jungle. Julianne fell from the sky while still strapped to her seat. She survived the fall. She woke up alone in the Amazon rainforest. She remembered her father's advice. Find water and follow it. For 11 days, she walked through the jungle. Finally, she found a small hut. The next day, local workers found her and rescued her. Julianne was the only survivor of the crash. Her story reminds us that hope can survive even in the hardest moments. Well done. You have just listened to another slow English story. Did you understand every word? Probably not, and that is completely normal. Every time you listen again, your English becomes a little stronger. So come back tomorrow and listen one more time. Try to notice new words and new expressions. Little by little, you will understand more without translating. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe for more slow English adventures. Thank you for learning with Lull English. I'll see you in the next story.
Goodbye.